welcome to another edition of the documentary. Today we'll be talking to Marcus Quinn, who is a senior here at the university and will be graduating in 3 short weeks, and seeing his opinion on social media censorship. So come along.
Hi, my name is Marcus Quinn. I'm a senior at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Okay, so as we've said in multiple other videos, this whole channel is about social media censorship. So what is social media censorship to you?
When I think about social media censorship, I think about when people lose their privilege or right to speak out online how they want to freely. And sometimes their accounts just get banned completely, or they just can't post anymore. So.
Okay. How do you think social media censorship affects others and society as a whole?
I think it divides society in that some people see it as a good thing and some people see it as a bad thing compared to who the person is, or maybe even their political affiliation or something like that.
Have you experienced social media censorship yourself?
No, I have not. I have just seen a lot of things going on, and that's affected me in that I fight for more free speech kind of things, but it has not affected me personally.
Okay. Do you think there's any demographic targeting that comes with social media censorship, a group that gets singled out more than others?
I think people with like more right-leaning views and people who are maybe even more in the quote-unquote majority in this country get more censored than not.
Okay. And then, so I have a couple of random definitions that I want to throw at you. So the first one, speaking again on politics, is majority versus minority influences, where the majority generally will influence them based on just having more numbers and just the sheer volume, while minority influences look through more normative social influence. And obviously we see that majority has more effect. It's very rare to see minority to have an effect. So looking at this, do you think that majority or minority influences affect society greater in general? Do you see a circumstance where majority does affect people? And what would be the dangers of that in context of social media censorship? Something we didn't touch in my last video on was where our perception is on social media censorship. The main reason why we decided to do this was because of the majority minority influences. Because of social media censorship is such a big deal, you're gonna have minority influences maybe looking like majority influences, and then likewise. So if those are flipped, it's gonna have a large effect on society, and that's why there's much concern about social media censorship.
Yeah, I think it does, and I mean, I think I do, and I think it really puts the minority literally in the minority in that they don't have a voice anymore, and the majority just kind of takes over.
Okay, and then another definition that we have is cyber ostracism, which is, do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, so it's just like ostracizing someone or separating them, making them feel alone, kind of singling them out, but on the internet. So that could happen like a group chat, or as big as the internet that we see every single day, which then kind of turns into the minority-majority influence. Have you experienced it?
Yeah, more back a few years ago when I was like doing little political activism. I mean, I felt very singled out with my friends from back home, who do not share the same beliefs that I do.
Okay.
And we kind of like unfollowed each other and blocked each other just because we were doing that, and I felt singled out because of my political views, so that's how I feel impacted.
Okay. And do you think that there's ever a situation where cyber ostracism could be beneficial to society?
I don't think so, because I think everyone should be able to like speak out, but I only understand at the level of if they're actually acting on something they're gonna say or making a statement that's very, very bad. But other than that, I don't think it would be beneficial to anyone.
Okay. Well, that wraps up this part. We've asked the same question to multiple people, so you guys are getting a very different view of many different opinions.